Level Yachts is a new builder with a mission to bridge the gap between the American sports weekenders and the Dolce Vita lifestyle of the European design. The 43 ST embodies this vision with an innovative and highly social deck layout that includes fold-down bulwarks expanding the usable space dramatically. This boat is for the discerning boater who wants a high-performance, exceptional design and the ability to comfortably host a large group for a day on the water or a weekend getaway. Hi everybody, I'm here at the Cannes Yachting Festival and we're actually here a day early. As you can see, all the booths are still getting set up and we're here early because we have an opportunity to take this boat out there in the Med and I'm really excited about that, but I figured we'd do a little bit of a walkthrough first and I figured what better place to start right here on the transom. So I'm standing on a hydraulic swim platform and you can see under the gangplank that they have those stairs that extend out as the platform lowers down into the water. You can place a tender on the hydraulic swim platform, or there's actually room for the tender in a tender garage. So with the tender garage open, you can see it is a pretty decent sized space in here for a small tender. There's dedicated storage for, you can see the missing poles are for that bow shade that we'll see in a little bit. And this is actually for a stern shade setup. Dedicated storage for that table. I like that they've put the logo in the tabletop. And my favorite part, low pressure and high pressure inflation for all of your deployable inflatable toys. Large sunbed back here, and you can see that they have a sure shade that comes all the way out. So depending on where you're anchored at, everybody can be in the shade. Obviously, we can't have these terraces folded out at the moment, but there are two large terraces on either side that fold out, making this a very beamy boat. You can see some great seating options here. Right now, I've got it set up in the dining configuration where everybody's sitting around the table. If we're underway, I can move this one forward and aft, so everybody can be facing forward. But if we're at anchor and everybody wants to be out here on the sun pad, I can lift this one up, lie it back, and now we have a nice lounger. And it exposes some cup holders. So both of these tables fold up and out, making a very large dining surface. You can opt as well to have high-low platforms on these tables. So this could be one big sunbed kind of lounge area. And I feel like that's gonna come in really important when we wanna deploy this kid here. Now this is a high visibility 55-inch flat screen TV. I don't think I've ever seen something quite this impressive on a boat in this class. I love the idea of being out at anchor at sunset somewhere, watching the game, watching a movie, with this kind of configured as a bed. Movie night out on the water sounds pretty spectacular. So below that cool TV, there are ice boxes on either side, starboard, freshwater sink, cutting board, port. I like that they've done both an induction cooktop and a grill. So many boats of this size, you kind of get one or the other, so I like that they fit both in. There's trash bin, refrigeration. This could be the ice maker if you choose to, but it's just empty storage now, and additional storage there. Everywhere I'm looking, I'm seeing just little touches, little embellishments that I'm really liking. So, you know, this could very easily have been just a stainless steel bar and look really nice, but they've wrapped it in leather. I think that that's a nice touch. Now we'll get into kind of the nitty gritty of the navigation equipment and the performance of that boat in that other video that I was talking to you about. But I really like the look of these seats. These are custom seats, so Level makes these seats. And these are the 4 across premium upholstery. So you can do 3 or 4 across here in more of a standard look, or this premium upholstery. Obviously, every single one of them has a drop-down bolster, and every single one of them also has the ability to move forward and aft. They have a really cool couple of recesses for phones, and there are 2 freezers on either side too to keep all things cold. Another thing I've noticed as I've been wandering around is the amount of speakers that I'm seeing everywhere. Now I know that this boat is equipped with the Fusion, but you can also go with the JL audio, and I'm excited to hear that sound system when we go out a little bit later. One thing that really stands out to me about this boat is the amount of covered space This hardtop is expansive. So many of these kind of Mediterranean, European style boats have enough, like with a T-top, but you know, I just feel you are from gunnel to gunnel covered at several different locations throughout the boat. And I like that they've got the sure shade out the back, and they have that deployable forward shade. I have 31 inches of gunnel height, and I can walk forward and not have to side shuffle at all. Looking down below, I see some substantial windows. So many people, they have these nice inside windows, but all you're looking at is fiberglass if you look out. So I like that they've done this cutout here as well, but still put some sort of glass there so you're not worried about anything going overboard, but you can still see out when you're down there. There's a couple different configurations for this sunbed up here. You can lie flat or you can have sitting upright. But what I like is that they've actually incorporated forward and aft seating up here. So you can lie out or you can actually sit up here. You can see a receptacle for a table. You can pop up all these pop-up lights, come sit forward and have a pretty comfortable evening up here. Most boats these days have these fender clips, but these are unique with the Dyneema rope and the way that they pop in and swivel. I also see flush pop-up cleats all the way around, makes it for a really nice clean aesthetic. Again, we got the leather wrapped stainless steel, so those nice touches. Let's go see what we've got going down below. Our electrical panel is right here. They've done a nice job of making it aesthetically pleasing. Coming down into this space, the first thing you're gonna notice is the headroom. 6'7", and all of that headroom gives you these large windows and all of this natural light in here. I mean, we're pinned in against two boats, so typically that really kind of makes it feel cave-like, but it is so bright and open. So we went out and I took the center cushions out of the sun pad. That lets in even more natural light. Oh, and like what I was saying outside, see, from inside, I'm not just staring at fiberglass. Look at the view out there. On the port side, there's not quite a galley, but a functional space. We've got a microwave, storage. There is another fridge down below. And all of those leather pull tabs kind of go all the way throughout. And you know, I really like this. I don't think I've seen this in a boat yet. It's so minor, but I don't have to sit on the bed if I want to put my shoes on. Now let's check out this headspace. Another giant window in here. So many heads on a boat this size are kind of cramped and tight, and you know, you want to get in and get out. But this is a really comfortable space, again, with a lot of natural light. Vacuum flush toilet, all the typical things you'd see in a head. A big shower. You can get a rain shower head up above. There's even storage in here. Having a seat in here is, I mean, it's not unique, but it's not seen very often, but what I don't think I've ever seen is that amount of storage underneath said seat. So one step down into the aft cabin, and as you can see, they've got it set up with two double bunks. So there's a couple of different configurations down here as well. Mostly this double bunk layout, but you can make one bigger than the other. It kind of changes a little bit of the storage configuration, but more or less kind of stays the same. I can see those rounded curves down here as well, the leather pull tabs, everything translates from what we were seeing out there coming down into here. Right above me is the helm station, and they've done a cutout so that I can actually stand up in here and change if I wanted to. Also, where the door is, I can shut the door and I can stand up there as well. So there's a couple of different standing areas in this space to make it a little bit more functional for changing. There is a flat screen TV mounted to the bulwark, lots of storage, fiddles everywhere. Primarily being an American boater, I can see that the design processes and the thoughts that went into this boat are very much have an American flair to them. And we're gonna see that again in the next video where we talk about the performance and how they've designed the hull itself. They've put a lot of thought into making a lot of options for this boat that can either make it a Mediterranean style boat, or you can go tropical AC. And I think that they've done a really good job of kind of blending those two different cultures into a really well laid out boat. So that's my walkthrough of the Level 43 ST. Be sure to check out the companion video with us taking her out to see how she does. And don't forget, life's always better on a boat.